It's Jasmine again, back again with another video. I was honestly have been like in a bit of in a bad headspace lately where I didn't even want to make videos. My creativity has been like shot and gone. But I'm super excited to be making this video. I'm back, y'all. As y'all can see, I have a new background. Just trying to switch it up to get me back motivated. And like I said, I know it's been a while. It's been a month since I last uploaded a video. But I just want to say thank you all that still are tuning in and watching this video, for still being loyal subscribers and still rocking with me and watching this video. It's greatly appreciated. I really appreciate you all. And if you're new here, if you didn't know, I'm Jasmine and I create self-development and lifestyle videos and just videos to help like millennial age group and women. And you all, I'm almost at 3,000 subscribers, so please share my channel, hit the notification bell to be notified of my next videos, and please subscribe and share my channel and share my videos. It helps me out a lot and it's greatly appreciated. Tell a friend to tell a friend about Jasmine again. And thank you. And as you can see, this gold digger poster right here is from my online store. And let's get into today's video. I personally had so many life changes and challenges, especially in these last couple of months. As you can see, I got my hair cut. I had to cut it, but I'm gonna recommit to my channel. I made a promise to myself, and my goal is to post twice a week. It will be happening, no excuses. And I'm thinking of my posting schedule being Wednesdays and Sundays. So yeah. I recently turned 27 last month, and it put me into a reflective mode. Ever since, I journal every day and I reflect, and I've just been reflecting on like my life, my past lessons, my shortcomings, my mistakes, and everything that I've learned in my life so far. And I've also been reflecting on how I can improve and what I could change in the future for myself in my life, what I could be better at, how I can grow, what I want to change, what I want to keep and maintain in my life, and reflecting on just what I can accomplish by 30 overall and where I want to be in the next year, 6 months, and years from now. And I just feel this pressure though to succeed and do better, and it causes me stress and anxiety at times. Why is it that a lot of us in our 20s, we put all of this unnecessary pressure on ourselves? Of course we want to do great and do better, but I know for me, I put a lot of pressure and stress on myself. And I realized that life's not a race. You want to give yourself grace. You're on your own path. It's not a marathon, not a sprint. Don't compare yourself to other people. And I try to take notes on what I can do to like increase my followers, get more people to watch my videos and subscribe, and how to better my brand, my online clothing store, all these things that I want to be better at, that I feel pressure to be better at. And then I'll start comparing myself to others, and I feel like I'm behind and not successful in where I should be in life. But I shouldn't think like that, because when I do, like I said, it causes me extra stress and anxiety that's not necessary. And I tell myself that I'm 27, I have my online store, my YouTube channel, I'm following my dreams, I have a great life, great support system, but I still often feel like I'm failing and I'm behind in life. And being a young millennial, I feel the pressure of not being a successful entrepreneur, not having a successful startup, or not being a successful social media influencer. And I feel that especially almost every day. And I don't know how those jobs became the definition of what is considered to be successful, but a lot of us measure our success on other influencers. So why would everyone be trying to create the next best app? Why are people in their young 20s who probably aren't ready for marriage going on shows like The Bachelor or Married at First Sight? Why are people spending so much time trying to create this picture perfect life on Instagram, on social media, for their photo feed? These are just things to think about and ask, like, why do we do this? And it's because it seems like that's what they think success is. That's what they're chasing, is like success. But I will say that the cool thing about us millennials, I know A lot of older people like to talk bad about millennials, but the cool thing about our generation is that we've realized that we don't have to have the standard 9 to 5 to be successful and make money. We have found other ways and avenues to make money, which is awesome. And we're trying our hand at these different ways. And you know what? Maybe that's it. Maybe we want to prove to those older family that don't get it, or our friends, family and friends, that you don't necessarily have to work a 9 to 5, 40-hour work week job for 40 plus years and then to retire when you're older and can't really enjoy life as much as you would want to and cash out then. Or maybe we just have access to more opportunities than these previous generations have. You know, we have the technology. We have like different apps that they didn't have, like Uber, Lyft, Instacart, Shipped, all these apps that they didn't have in their generation. And we're using it to our advantage. Even YouTube, they didn't have that. And so whatever the reason, we reach for this constant hustling. And from that, we get an indirect pressure from our peers, for many of us, that we have to be killing it in everything that we do in order to be successful. We may not always be able to escape the pressure to succeed and to be great, but there are some ways that you can help yourself with that to help alleviate some of that pressure in your 20s. One way is to only compare yourself with yourself. This is something that I personally need to work on. I sometimes catch myself when I scroll through social media comparing myself with others. I may say to myself, like, man, why am I still stuck in this position that I'm in? Why are they successful and I'm not? Why do they have more engagement and followers than I do, maybe on like Instagram? Or how did their video go viral and mine didn't? But that's the issue. That's why you feel stressed and boggle down. It's because you're comparing. Never, ever, ever compare. You don't know what they had to go through to get there. You don't know what their life really is like on the other side. Do not compare yourself to others that only slows you down. Remember that you're your own person. We all have a different, unique path and life journey. You have to be yourself and not other people. Realize that there are many different paths to success, many different ways to get to success. There is no right or wrong path. There's no right or wrong answer. What works for one person may not work for you. Something else may work for you. We're all different. And there's no way to live and do life. There's multiple ways. There's no right or wrong in life. We're all different. We all have many different needs, many different ways that we do things, different likes, different dislikes, different skill sets. So our paths will be different. And we all have a different formula or way of doing things that's going to work for us. What works for me may not work for, let's say, Jill over there. You know, everyone, we're all different. And so we just have to continue to work hard to find our path, and to find what works best for ourselves. You have to know yourself. You want to create realistic goals. One thing that I've been better at these past couple of months and years is trying to create realistic and attainable goals that I can keep on track with myself. Having more attainable goals will help me to get to the point where maybe I can fulfill some of those goals and dreams and aspirations that I have. And you all, your 20s are so important. They're supposed to be fun. They're a good time to actually fail early on. You want to fail, as the quote say, early and fail often. In the Defining Decade book, Your 20s Matter by Meg J, she writes, the 20-something years are real time and they have to be treated that way. So you may be asking, how can you treat them as real? You do that by trying stuff. Yes, trying new things. Trying to see what you like and dislike, what you're good at, what you're bad at. Take advantage of making mistakes, of the relatively low stakes while you're young. And the chances are that mortgages and kids aren't a part of your problem right now for some of you in your 20s. I know that's certain for me. Or if they are, you still have a lot of energy to go out and maybe change the path that you're on. And this leaves you free to try on different lives and different avenues the way that you see fit. Sure, the uncertainty will drive you crazy and you may be scared and have fear, but you want to feel the fear and do it anyway. Don't let fear hold you back. And as research and data suggests, we tend to regret the things that we didn't try. I know a lot of older people, they look back on their life. If you ask them, they'll tell you they regret a lot of things that they didn't do. So do these things in your 20s now. The basic formula is trying and failing means not trying. Failure is a useful data point. Think of yourself as a probe or someone that's landed on an alien planet called adulthood. The territory is scary, it's strange, it's unexpected. You don't know what to expect, but you have to start driving anyway. Go ahead and put your sensors on and get in that driver's seat behind the wheel. See what you come across, what life throws at you. Rejections and failures are a part of life and a great source of income and information to learn. How else will you know what's possible and what's impossible when you don't at least try? One of the quotes that I like, a version of an inspirational quote, is, "You'll never know until you fail." The straight path is often an optical illusion. And when you read about any successful startup or business, what you inevitably find out and soon discover is that many failures the company experienced along the way. They had to go through some things to reach over that valley to get to that end goal, that finish line. And the same will hold true when we talk about successful artists or actors. From the outside, it can look like that a company or a person has instantly achieved things and success overnight. And that can be true when we talk about big achievements that come at an early age, but still, overnight success is definitely a myth. And it's important to remember that you probably don't know the gory details. Like I said, you don't know of what a person went through to get to where they are today. Trust me, the Instagrammer with the life that seems so perfect to you, that looks perfect, has also spent her nights, crying, going through things that you may never know, and staring at the ceiling and just being stuck and confused or worried about a lot on her mind. You never know. It could be about money, love. You just don't know what even successful people are really going through. And it's just part of being human. And believe it or not, some fantastic, beautiful art has actually been made out of failure. Is it any wonder that the best TV shows made by millennials, including the shows called Insecure and Girls, is all about young people in their 20s playing out parts of being confused and in chaotic messes. And many artists have made great work from their youth, struggling youth. Your mistakes can give you something to say to the world, and nothing breaks the ice like admitting that your life is a mess and that it hasn't worked out quite the way that you expected it to. I know that it honestly hasn't for me. But one thing we have to remember about being in our 20s is that we ideally still have a whole life ahead of you. Life doesn't stop in your 20s and your 30s, any of those years. You have your whole life ahead of you, which means a whole lot of time to progress and get to the success that we want. Just because we don't become millionaires by 25 or even 30 does not mean that we have failed. Success comes in all shapes and forms and sizes, and we all will find which version works best for us. I hope you enjoyed today's video on thriving in your 20s. You have so much time ahead of you, believe me. That concludes today's video on the pressure of your 20s. As you all can see, I'm trying new things, trying to spice up my channel. I would love your suggestions. Comment down below what you want to see me talk about next. If I should have any guests who you would like to see, I could try to get them. I want to do an interview type things too. So yeah, definitely comment and let me know. Thank you again for watching. Hit the notification bell to be notified of the next videos. Hit the like button. Thank you. See you in the next video. Peace.